Guys, for today's video, we are watching an absolute classic film that I have been dying to watch for the longest time. For today's video, we are watching the 1994 film called Shawshank Redemption, starring Morgan Freeman and Tim Robbins. So, this was a movie that was based off of a novel by Stephen King, so you already know it's gonna be good. Stephen King is one of my favorite authors. I actually do really love reading his books. The things that I do know about this movie: prison. Prison. That's literally it. There's been moments, I think, in Family Guy where they had referenced Shawshank Redemption.
Well, here's the Shawshank Redemption.
I think it's kind of like a very depressing tone as well. I don't really know, but I know there's a narration because I have seen clips. And I do believe Morgan Freeman is narrating, but that's all I know about the story. If you guys are interested in watching my full-length reaction, be sure to check out my Patreon. I'll be linking that down below in the description for those of you who want to check out the full review reaction to this and everything else that I watch. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into the 1994 film Shawshank Redemption. Coins. Got a bag of coins there, buddy? Oh, bullets! And a gun. Okay, so he's gonna do some moidoing. He's gonna get arrested. Oh, he's drunk murdering. Gonna get arrested.
What happened after you argued with your wife? She packed a bag to go and stay with Mr. Quinn.
She left you for someone else.
Golf pro at the Snowden Hills Country Club.
Oh, it's always the golfers.
Discovered was your wife's lover.
Oh no. Gotta keep your wives out of the country club, clearly. Keeping away from there.
I got back in the car and I drove home to sleep it off.
Oh, admitted to drunk driving.
Then I threw my gun into the Royal River. That's very convenient.
I was gonna say that. He was drunk, doesn't remember things.
Nary a gun was found. Very convenient. I find it decidedly inconvenient that the gun was never found.
Like, he's sitting here, he's planning murder, he has a gun in his hand. They got into terrible arguments. He has motive, he was at the scene. Does not look good for him.
We have a beautiful young woman and her lover lying dead.
You can't say that. She was married.
A revolver holds 6 bullets, not 8. He fired the gun empty and then stopped to reload.
I hereby order you to serve 2 life sentences back to back.
He's only got 1 life. I actually believe that he didn't do it. Even though he was at the scene, he has motive, all the evidence points to him. I mean, who else could it be? Who else would have the motive? Who else would be there at that exact night? Maybe the golfer man. Maybe he had, like, a partner. Got Angie. I don't know.
We see by your file you've served 20 years of a life sentence.
Too convenient.
You feel you've been rehabilitated?
Absolutely, sir. I mean, I learned my lesson. I'm no longer a danger to society.
He looks remorseful. I mean, isn't the goal of prison to rehabilitate those? Not just to punish? I mean, it's a bit of both, but you should focus on rehabilitation, I feel.
I'm up for rejection next week.
Pump me a dick.
Get the out of my face for you, man. You went to me for 5 packs already. I'm the guy who can get it for you. Damn near anything within reason.
Uh-oh. Tornado.
When Andy Dufresne came to me in 19...
Never mind. Fresh meat.
to smuggle Rita Hayworth into the prison for him, I told him no problem. On the outside, he'd been vice president of a large Portland bank.
Butt steak? That's a new one. I'm using that. You hear this, butt steak? I like that. He got creative with that. You know, he wrote that down in his little book. He's like, I'm gonna use this later.
Taking bets today, Red.
All right, who's your horse?
That little sack of
Chubby fat ass there.
Why are they calling them fish?
I must admit I didn't think much of Andy first time I laid eyes on him. A tall drink of water with a silver spoon up his ass.
What are they betting on? I wanna see.
Turn to the right. Ice front. This is Mr. Hadley. He's captain of the guards. I'm Mr. Norton, the warden. Rule number 1, no blasphemy. I'll not have the Lord's name taken in vain in my prison.
Oh, no siree. No blasphemy from us.
When do we eat?
That's a fair question.
You eat when we say you eat. Got
that,
that,
you
motherfucker?
They're straight bullying the man. They can't do that.
Put your trust in the Lord. Your ass belongs to me.
What a line! I actually, also wrote that down. Ooh, why can't you just give them a normal shower? It's probably freezing water, too. Give them, a nice bidet treatment.
Turn around.
What does that do?
The first night's the toughest. Somebody always breaks down crying.
Hey, fat ass. Don't you listen to these nitwits, you hear me? I'll introduce you around. I know a couple of big old bull queers that just love to make your acquaintance.
I thought he was being nice for a second. I really did.
I don't belong here.
We have a winner! Rare spit!
I don't belong here.
What the Christ is this happy horse? What is your malfunction, you fat barrel of monkey spunk?
Where is he coming up with these lines?
You will shut the up or I'll sing you a lullaby.
He's gonna beat him. He's so gonna beat him.
I swear by God and Sonny Jesus, you will all visit the infirmary.
Be a long night for you, sir.
Roll out!
I don't know if it's... I don't know. I can't believe I'm about to say this sentence. Is prison culture similar to frats in terms of there's like a hazing period? You know, it sounds ridiculous, but I don't know. They see this guy. They're all hardened. There's fresh meat. Is there a hazing period? I just feel like if there was, I'd be afraid of that. Human teeth. Oh. Is a maggot.
Mine? That's nice and ripe.
Alright, you scare me. Oh. Oh, he's a sweetheart! I thought he was gonna eat it. He got burb.
Fell out of his nest over by the plate shop.
Come on, send him down. I want them all lined up here.
He's
It's
a
like
bird.
a pretty little chorus line. How's that horse of mine doing anyway?
Dead. Hadley busted his head up pretty good.
But he was killed. There's gotta be repercussions for that.
Anybody get to you yet? I could be a friend to you.
Are you trying to seduce him?
Hey, hard to get. I like that.
He's just not interested in you, buddy.
It wasn't until a month went by that he finally opened his mouth to say more than 2 words to somebody.
This was from Family Guy. I remember this. Sorry. I don't remember what he said in Family Guy, but I remember this. It was like something ridiculous.
Vagina boob.
I wonder if you might get me a rock hammer.
What? Sisters have taken quite a liking to you.
Don't suppose it would help any if I explained to them I'm not homosexual.
Neither are they. You have to be human first. They don't qualify.
Oh, they're that ruthless? You don't even define them as human?
If I were you, I'd grow eyes in the back of my head.
Well, if there's any trouble, I won't use the rock hammer.
Then I'd guess you want to escape. Tunnel under the wall, maybe.
You'll understand when you see the rock hammer.
Let's make it an even $10.
10 it is.
I wonder how much that is an account for inflation of today's monies.
Folks who run this joint love
Much is it now?
surprise inspections.
I understand. Mr.
Red.
Why do they call you that?
Maybe it's because I'm Irish. He strolled like a man in a park without a care or a worry in the world.
How did they smuggle things in? Now we know.
I finally got the joke. It will take a man about 600 years to tunnel under the wall with one of these.
So what is he using it for?
Delivery for Dufresne.
He's getting a lot of cigarettes. What the heck? How does he have so many cigarettes on him?
Here you mark.
We're running low on hexite. Get on back and patch us up some.
Oh! He needed eyes on the back of his head. Oh, it's the sisters. Time to get attacked.
Get this in your eyes, it blinds you.
Honey.
No way, dude! Oh my god, oh my god, oh no, oh no!
You fight better that way.
Oh my god, that's disgusting! You're so disgusting!
I wish I could tell you that Andy fought the good fight, and the sisters let him be. Every so often, Andy would show up with fresh
So he was
bruises. Sometimes he was able to fight him
regularly-
off.
That's no way to live.
But then in the spring of 1949,
I need a dozen volunteers for a week's work.
it was outdoor detail.
Wallace E.
You bribed him.
Me and some fellows I know were among the
Wouldn't
names
you know
called.
it?
On the cost
He
of
towers over everyone.
So this big shot lawyer calls me long distance from Texas. Sorry to inform you, but your brother just died.
Byron, I'm sorry to hear that.
I'm not. He was an asshole.
This man is built different.
Your brother died a rich man. Close to $1 million.
$1 million?
35,000. That's what he left me.
That's great. That's like winning the sweepstakes.
What do you think the government's gonna do to me?
You were not entitled to that money, and you kinda be killing people, so You're right. What luck some jerks got.
Squeeze it till it's purple. The man never gets a break.
Hey! Do you trust your wife?
Is that a machete? What is that?
You're gonna look funnier sucking my with no teeth.
I don't think his wife would like to hear that.
Because if you do trust her, there's no reason you can't keep that $35,000. All of it.
All of it?
Every penny. The IRS allows a one-time only gift to your spouse for up to $60,000.
Bullshit.
I suppose I could set it up for you. That would save you some money.
Work on the side. It gives him something to do.
3 beers apiece for each of my co-workers.
Wait, I love that he's like, he's here for his friends. He doesn't even want like direct payment. He just wants some beer for him and his friends. He's a cool guy.
And that's how it came to pass.
Pick up while it's cold, ladies.
As for Andy, he spent that break hunkered in the shade.
Want a cold one, Andy? Gave up drinking.
He doesn't get anything out of it. He did it for them. Wait, that's like, he risked his life to do that. That's so cute.
I think he did it just to feel normal again,
I can imagine.
if only for a short while.
Chess. And there's a game of kings.
I hate it.
I've been thinking of getting a board together.
I'm the guy that can get things, right?
We might do business on a board. I want to carve the pieces myself. Pickings are pretty slim in the yard.
You're gonna get a big old slab of rock.
Ask you something. Why'd you do it?
Ooh, that's a loaded question. But I actually believe that he's innocent. Even if it looks like he did it.
Murder. Same as you. Only guilty man in Shawshank.
I want to know more about this moida he committed. Oh, so he just carves stuff with his little hammer.
Where's the canary? How did you know? Quite a surprise to hear a woman sing in my house, eh, Johnny?
I was expecting a bird. I'm disappointed.
Here she comes.
Me?
What do you want?
They love her.
What?
They're like, we have not seen a woman in so long. Living through the movies. Come on again. Wait.
Ain't you gonna scream?
Let's get this over with.
Nice.
I'm gonna open my fly, and you're gonna swallow what I give you to swallow.
You should know that sudden serious brain injury causes the victim to bite down hard.
It's like, maybe let's not do that then.
What they did do is beat him within an inch of his life. Boggs spent a week in the hole.
They like Andy. They like Andy. They're gonna destroy this man.
Grab his ankles.
No! No!
Two things never happened again after
Oh,
that.
yup.
The sisters never laid a finger on Andy.
Yay.
And Boggs never walked again. I'm thinking Andy could use a nice welcome back when he gets out of the infirmary.
I can't be like he deserved it, because no one deserves to have anything like that happen to them. But he did a lot of bad. He did a lot of traumatizing things.
We had enough rock saved up to keep him busy till rapture. Also got a big shipment in that week. Rita Hayworth herself.
Listen. Love Andy's thinking. I'm gonna sit here, pretend I'm reading the Bible. They're gonna love it. Just flash the Holy Bible in front of him. I'm a Jesus stan, you know? He'll be like, oh, Andy's the best. He's gonna quiz him now.
Any favorite passage?
He is quizzing him!
Watch ye therefore, for ye know not when the
He's
master
quizzing
of the
him.
house
I love that.
cometh.
I hear you're good with numbers.
You want to explain this?
For shaping and polishing rocks.
It's pretty clean.
I see you're a
Can't say I approve of
fan.
this. Exceptions can be made.
Listen, you bring the Bible up to this man, he will let you get away with anything.
Salvation lies within.
Almost done.
Yes, sir.
I feel like the warden symbolizes something.
Norton wanted to size Andy up.
Well, perhaps we can find something more
Suitable?
befitting a man of your education.
Is he just gonna do everybody's taxes? Oh, there's a bird in here. This is your coworker?
Hey, Jake, where's Brooks?
Is Jake all grown up? They let him keep Jake?
That's in. That's the one.
I was, thinking about maybe setting up some kind of trust fund for my kids' educations.
Oh. So they want financial advice. That's what his job is.
Why don't we have a seat and talk it over? How about expanding the library, get some new books in there?
How do you expect to do that?
His
Dole wouldn't pucker up tighter than a snare drum when you ask him for funds.
Budget stretched thin as it
Oh.
I see. I'll write a letter a week. They can't ignore me forever.
They can and they will.
is. You write your letters if it makes you happy. I'll even mail them for you.
Ooh, the warden really likes him.
So Andy started writing a letter a week. Andy got no answers. Andy did tax returns for half the guards at Shawshank. Year after that, he did them all. In fact, he got so busy at tax time, he was allowed a staff.
Got his own little business going.
It's Brooks.
Just drop that. Brooks, we can talk about this, right?
What did he say to you?
about, goddammit, it's all talked out.
Brooks, look at me. Put the knife down.
It's the only way they'd let me stay.
Huh?
Come on, this is crazy.
What do you mean they'd let you stay?
Ain't you heard his parole come through?
Oh, so he gets to be released.
I'm telling you, these walls are funny. First you hate them, then you get used to them. You get so you depend on them. That's institutionalized.
I can't take care of you no more, Jake.
He's scared. He doesn't know what's out there for him. Probably everyone he knows and loves is gone. It's like starting life all over.
I can't believe how fast things move on the outside. The parole board
even
got
imagine
me
how
into
he's
this
feeling. He's
halfway
probably
house
so lonely.
called the Brewer. It's hard work, and I try to keep up, but my hands hurt most of the time.
I don't know why this is making me so sad.
I have trouble sleeping at night. Sometimes it takes me a while to remember where I am. I've decided not to stay.
I guess you're gonna go back to prison or something? Like, hi, what are you doing? Oh, okay. Oh, he's just carving something. I don't know. I see a table and a ledge. I just... I loved Brooks. He was the best one. He was so sweet.
He should have died in here.
I didn't
Take
like
it.
that.
This is $200. Please stop sending us letters. Good for you, Andy.
Okay, I know this is good news, but I can't believe that happened with Brooks.
It only took 6 years.
He was
now
sending
I'll write
letters
2
for
letters
6
a week
years?
instead of 1. Now I'm gonna go pinch a loaf. When I come back, this is all gone, all right?
Or I take a bite, food. Gotta do that. I went through a lot of emotions within the last 2 minutes. I didn't know disgust was gonna be one of them. Are you? This man just locked him in the bathroom? He really is gonna be a DJ.
It was like some beautiful bird flapped into our drab little cage and made those walls dissolve away.
That's what Andy wants to do. He just wants everybody to feel free. He wants them all to feel like some sense of normalcy, not that they're in prison.
Open it up! Turn that off!
Oh, here it is, a banger. It's too fire. He turned it up on him! You go! Let's go, Andy! Turn it up on the warden! Take that!
Andy got 2 weeks in the hole for that little
We
stunt.
like Andy, though.
Couldn't play something good,
Oh,
huh?
snap.
Hank Williams or something?
I played a mean harmonica as a younger man.
You need it so you don't forget. Hope.
Hope is a dangerous thing. You better get used to that idea.
Like Brooks did.
That was not the right thing to say. I think having hope is important. It's something you need.
You feel you've been rehabilitated? Without a doubt. No danger to society
Same thing
here.
you said 10 years ago.
Here. Little parole rejection present.
I don't know why I thought Red would be the only person to get stuff.
You gonna play it?
Not right now.
I mean, when can you play it? You can't play it in the cell, you can't play it in the yard, you can't play it at lunch. There's guards everywhere, they're gonna take it from you. They're gonna be like, oh, we have ears, someone's playing music. Who's got that dang harmonica? Marilyn?
Appropriations Committee voted an annual payment of $500.
So he rebuilt an entire library. He improved the library.
Andy had transformed the storage room into the best prison library in New England.
I'm seeing it. All Andy
That was also
does.
the year Warden
Good
Norton
for us.
instituted his famous Inside Out program.
Our inmates will be put to work outside these walls.
And oh my Lord, how the money rolled in.
I need this new highway contract. I don't get it, and I go under. Just have some of this fine pie.
He's like, you can't buy me. There's so much. Oh, you're bribing him. They're all singles.
Seems to me I already got my boys committed elsewhere.
That was Andy, keeping the books.
Nice. For anyone who doesn't know the history of the prison system in the United States, it's actually really fascinating how it came to be and like with the privatized industry. When prisons became privatized, it was essentially just like free labor. It's a really interesting history if anyone wants to watch it. So it's kind of crazy to see him go down this road as well.
You got scams you haven't even dreamed of.
But all that paper leaves a trail. It's gonna lead to somebody.
Sure it is, but not to me. And certainly not to the warden.
All right, who?
Randall Stevens. I conjured him out of thin air. Mr. Stevens has a birth certificate, driver's license, social security number.
That's crazy. Andy is a genius.
On the outside, I was an honest man. I had to come to prison to be a crook.
Oh, that's iconic. I love that. No tornadoes. New people, new people. Ooh, someone's gonna come in and shake it up, aren't they? We got a new dynamic going. That's what's gonna happen.
Tommy Williams came to Shawshank in 1965.
Ooh, a greaser.
Stretch for B&E. Cocky as hell.
Greaser. Moving like molasses. Love that. Where's your comb?
I got the TV. Suddenly here's his voice.
Freeze, kid. Hands in the air.
But if I drop this fucking thing, you got me on destruction of property, too.
Clever.
You've done a stretch and Cashman, right?
I like him.
You don't seem to be a very good thief. Maybe you should try something else.
I mean, you keep getting caught. I also like that there's like subtle changes to their faces to make it look like they have aged the 10 years.
As it turned out, Tommy had himself a young wife and a new baby girl.
Just thinking maybe trying for my high school equivalency. Thing is, he don't read so good.
Well, you don't read so well.
In prison, a man will do most anything to keep his mind occupied.
He seems happy. He seems okay here.
Time. Wasted a whole fucking year of my time with this bullshit.
Let's see how the score comes out.
2 points right there. There's your goddamn score.
Stayed cool, calm, and collected. Let's see how he actually did. I feel like there's gonna go with a minimum of 5 points. I think Tommy's got a 5.
Let him down.
Oh, that's crap, kid. He's proud of you.
Coke in a bottle? Ooh, that is such a guilty pleasure.
What's he in here for, anyway?
Caught his wife in bed with some golf pro. Greased them both.
I was in Thomaston on a 2 to 3 stretch. Get a new cellmate in, Elmo Blatch. I say to him, yeah, Elmo, who'd you kill?
I got me this job one time.
Please tell me he killed Andy's wife and the golf man. And it really was just convenient timing.
Gives me shit. So I killed him. Him and this tasty she was with. Golf pro, but she married some other guy.
It was him. Like, so this whole time, Andy knew he didn't do it. But he never said it. He never made that claim.
The most amazing story I ever heard.
Oh,
Tommy's testimony, I can get a new trial.
Well, that's assuming Blatch is even still there.
There's a chance, isn't it?
he wants to keep him in here for his own selfish reasons.
How can you be so obtuse? If I were to ever get out, I would never mention what goes on in here.
He's gonna beat him up.
Solitary, a month.
Yes, sir.
It's my life, don't you understand?
It is his life. I'm so sorry. It is his life, and you're using him. God, the warden sucks.
I mean, for real innocent?
Yeah. That looks that way. Board of Education.
Son of a bitch mailed it.
Well,
I cannot believe how greedy the warden is. Someone who claims he's a man of God.
C+ average.
Yay!
Thought you'd like to know.
But yeah, like the warden is someone who he claims he's a man of God. He knows the Bible inside and out, clearly goes to church, all that. He's breaking all these laws. He's doing so many unorthodox things. He's ruining people's lives, all for his own greed. Is that not a mortal sin?
I have to know if what you told Dufresne was the truth.
Yes, sir.
Would you be willing to swear before a judge?
Oh, he's actually... Oh, so he's actually
give me
gonna
that
help
chance.
Andy.
That's what I thought.
joking? He was young. He just got his high school diploma. He had a wife and child. I hate the warden. I hate that guy so much. You suck.
I'm sure by now you've heard. Man that young, less than a year to go, trying to escape. It was hard to shoot him.
You're such a sicko. It's crazy.
We just have to put it behind us.
Nothing stops.
You.
Nothing stops. You will do the hardest time there is. In the library, sealed off brick by brick.
I actually didn't think that he was going to be the evil person in this movie.
Give him another month to think about it.
Andy, wrongfully convicted, did so much good for the guards, the warden, the inmates, and yet he gets treated so badly and used. And now someone else wants to help him get out, and they kill him, a young kid.
My wife used to say I'm a hard man to know.
That don't make you a murderer.
Makes you a bad husband, right?
Bad husband, maybe.
Oh my god, I wrote this myself.
I'll tell you where I'd go. To Watanil. Open up a little hotel, buy some worthless old boat.
Say what to nail.
In a place like that, I could use a man that knows how to get things. Whatever mistakes I made, I paid for them and then some.
I agree. But you're serving 2 life sentences.
It's just shitty pipe dreams.
Yeah, right. That's the way it is.
He's gonna break out. I didn't know if it was gonna go that route, but could have been wrong in the beginning, but this is the conversation of a man who is plotting a prison break.
There's a big hayfield up near Buxton. Got a long rock wall with a big oak tree at the north end. It's where I asked my wife to marry me. At the base of that wall, you'll find a rock that has no earthly business in a main hayfield. There's something buried under it I want you to have.
Okay, so something's buried there right now that he wants him to have.
He's talking funny.
He's gone. He spent 2 months in solitary confinement. Something's not right. I think his mind started to go.
He asked me for a length of rope.
Rope?
Lickety split. Want to get home. And shine my shoes. I want them looking like mirrors.
He's not your slave. Like, he's not. Like, he's someone serving a sentence. Put a scorpion in the shoe. Put several scorpions in his shoes. I actually like shining shoes. It's like kind of therapeutic. What are you gonna do with that rope, Andy? He's.
That was the longest night of my life.
Man missing on tier 2, cell 245.
Can't watch this. I can't. I can't.
What do you mean he just wasn't here?
He escaped.
Don't say that to me, Hay.
But, sir, he wasn't.
I can see that, Hay.
And he swapped his shoes. He was planning it. He knew. He was like, okay, I'm escaping, and I'm taking this man's shoes with me.
Stand.
He must have said something.
Also, Warden.
Lord, it's a miracle! Cupcake on the wall. Let's ask her. Maybe she knows. One big damn conspiracy!
Oh, he's just having a tantrum now? Because nobody's gonna do his books.
Her.
It's hollow. It's hollow. Wait, whoa, 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 whoa. He must have been doing this for years. Okay, so it started from the very beginning. That's why he wanted the posters to cover it up.
Andy Dufresne escaped from Shawshank Prison. Oh, Andy loved geology. And his favorite hobby was toting his wall out into the exercise yard. A handful at a time.
Oh, that's how he spilled out the rocks.
Lickety split. Want to get home.
How often do you really look at a man's shoes?
Just how they have the same shoe size too. Oh God! Oh, is that doo-doo water? Are you gonna crawl through the doo-doo water? Okay, first of all, how is he? He's 100% crawling through that doo-doo.
Just shy of half a mile.
Oh, and like into a doo-doo filled river as well. Also, how did he do that with a rock? That was such a deep, like that was such a thick pipe. It was like half an inch thick of metal. And he just took a rock and was smashing. How did that, enough for him to like crawl through? That's crazy.
The next morning, he didn't exist.
Wait, he
Except
made,
on paper.
yes, him, Randall Stevens. He's been planning it for so long, so foolproof. And he took all the money from the warden.
Thank you.
Let's go. Let's go, Andy.
Did you add this to your outgoing mail?
Good morning, Portland Daily.
Oh my god, oh my god. And he outed the warden. They didn't give him justice, so he took it himself. Let's go. Perfect example of a genius. Oh, the corruption runs deep.
Byron Hadley started sobbing like a little girl when they took him away. Norton had no intention of going that quietly.
He's gonna go into coward's way. Oh no, he's gonna shoot his way out. Even more cowardly way. Just more charges against him. We're not about to shoot all those people.
Not long after the warden deprived us of his company, I got a postcard in the mail.
For someone who believed in the Lord's word, he wasn't that afraid of eternal damnation, huh? Like he was faking.
Those of us who knew him best talk about him often. I have to remind
He's just a
myself
story
that some
now.
birds aren't meant to be caged. I guess I just miss my friend.
I actually really like this. A lot of movies don't. They talk about like prison and the life and how difficult it is, but you never really acknowledge the friendships that you can make in such a hard place.
You feel you've been rehabilitated? To me, it's just a made-up word. There's not a day goes by I don't feel regret. Stupid kid who committed that terrible crime. Rehabilitated? I don't give a shit.
Oh, that is the hardest mic drop I've ever seen. I love how that, talking back to him and actually being real and dark and yourself, that's what got him approved and he's out. We get to see what Andy had buried by the wall. It was the same
No
and
way
the same
I'm gonna make
jobs
it on the
Brooks
outside.
had.
All I do anymore is think of ways to break my parole. Only one thing stops me. A promise I made to Andy. Look, Blythe.
I'm glad that he remembered the promise. That is a beautiful tree. Now let's look for that volcanic glass. Find that igneous rock. We found it.
If you're reading this, you've gotten out.
So he went back to bury it.
You remember the name of the town, don't you? I'll keep an eye out for you, and the chessboard ready. I will be hoping that this letter finds you.
So now he has a purpose in life. He's just like aimlessly going through the same motions that Brooks did, and it drove him crazy. He had no place in society. But Andy's giving him meaning and hope. That's so beautiful. So was Red.
For the second time in my life, I'm guilty of committing a crime. Parole violation. Of course, I doubt they'll toss up any roadblocks for me. I hope I can make it across the border.
I love that he's hopeful now. Oh, his hat. Go get that. Okay, so we actually found him. Oh, I loved that. No wonder that movie was so good. Everything about this movie is a masterpiece. And it just like ended with a happy ending, which is so, I feel like, uncommon. At least lately. Like, I could watch that forever. I could watch it like over and over again. Right off the bat, I just want to say that I absolutely adored this movie. The Shawshank Redemption has to be one of my favorite films that I have seen in quite some time. It is a masterpiece, to say the least. The relationship between Andy and Red was so pure, so wholesome, and it just felt like a genuine connection of individuals who were sharing the same life, essentially. Andy was one of the most interesting characters that we have seen almost ever. He always kind of had control of everything, so that when they refused to help him, he then was like, you know what? I have the control actually, let me screw him all over. It was amazing. And he never once lost hope. He had so much perseverance and you could really admire him. I loved how simple and slow paced it was, so you can really connect with the characters and really sympathize with them and feel the emotion and what they were going through. It was so powerful and so good. Oh my god. Ugh. I also wanted to say the Warden was one of the most unexpected villains I have ever seen. He was a complete hypocrite. Like it's just so beautiful that he got what was coming to him, and well, not really, because he took matters into his own hands, but he would have been imprisoned, pay for what he did, except he still just wanted to take control, yet again, in a way that God would not approve, so I thought that was poetic justice right there. This must be one of the best depictions of a book ever, because I cannot imagine the book being much better than this movie, because it is really so beautifully done. This has to be absolutely one of my favorite movies ever, actually one of my favorite movies I have ever watched, and I was just really glad to experience this with you guys and share this, and I hope that you guys enjoyed it with me. So thank you guys so much for being here. I really do appreciate you guys, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much, everyone. Bye.